Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. So we have an update in the Adam Johnson case. Adam Johnson is the former NHL player who was killed during a game in a freak accident, basically. And there's been some questions in regards to maybe the player's motives who did it and the type of player he is or maybe person he is. Admittedly, I haven't deep dived into the guy's history, right? If you saw the video, it was definitely questionable how the player's skate got so high, and it definitely warranted some type of investigation, right? And so that's led us to this one from the New York Post. Arrest made after ex-NHL player Adam Johnson was killed by skate blade in an on-ice collision. I'm actually going to go ahead and play this little video for you.
The Association is changing. The English Ice Hockey Association is changing its rules following the tragic death of Adam Johnson, and it's now making it mandatory for players to wear neck guards starting in January. Now, this mandate comes roughly 48 hours after Johnson died following injuries he suffered when he was slashed in the throat by a skate during an on-ice collision. Now, the league announced the decision, saying in a statement, "The safety of our players must take precedence above all else." Neck guards will still be optional for the remainder of this calendar year, but the league said it's making a strong recommendation that players wear them while skating on the ice. It also added that the mandatory rule change would have been implemented immediately if not for anticipated supply issues. Since the tragic incident, discussions surrounding extra protective gear in the NHL have also picked up. New York Post Rangers beat writer Molly Walker wrote that the Rangers have not had any official conversations about wearing neck guards, but it has been a hot topic in the locker room among players. Some Rangers already wear cut-resistant sleeves on the exposed areas of their bodies that aren't covered by their gear, such as the wrists and the ankles. Now, according to a tweet from Jeff Merrick, NHL Deputy Commissioner Bill Daly tells NHL Network Radio that Gary Bettman has been in contact with Marty Walsh of the PA to get the neck guard issue on the radar. Daly also says that the NHL is strongly recommending the use of neck guards.
Okay, so it's pretty awesome that the NHL has responded so fast, especially considering that this accident didn't happen in an NHL game. But back to this story here. Police in England have arrested a man in connection with the death of hockey player Adam Johnson. The man in police custody was charged with suspicion of manslaughter. Johnson, who played for the Nottingham Panthers, died after his neck was cut by the skate blade of Sheffield Steelers Matt Petgrave during an on-ice collision. It is not yet known who has been arrested. I wonder who else they would arrest in connection if it's not yet known. Okay. Our investigation launched immediately following this tragedy, and we have been carrying out extensive inquiries ever since to piece together the events which led to the loss of Adam in these unprecedented circumstances, South Yorkshire Detective Chief Superintendent Bex Horsfall said in a statement. We have been speaking to highly specialized experts in their field to assist in our inquiries and continue to work closely with their health and safety department at Sheffield City Council, which is supporting our ongoing investigation. Adam's death has sent shockwaves through many communities for our local residents here in Sheffield to ice hockey fans across the world. We know these communities will expect us to handle this investigation with the same professionalism, fairness, and sensitivity as any other, and request that members of the public refrain from comment and speculation which could hinder this process. Our thoughts remain with all affected by this devastating incident as inquiries continue. Johnson, 29, was a Minnesota native who played briefly with the Penguins in the NHL. The arrest came after South Yorkshire police said they're investigating the circumstances of Johnson's death, which was described as a freak accident by the Panthers on October 31st. So, interesting. Seriously, I wonder who else they would be arresting or whatever, right? Johnson was taken by ambulance to the Northern General Hospital in Sheffield, where he was pronounced dead following the tragic accident, according to Sheffield's coroner's report. A post-mortem examination confirmed Johnson died as a result of a neck injury, police said. The incident has put increased attention on player safety. The English Ice Hockey Association announced making neck guards mandatory for all players in on-ice activities beginning December 31st. Johnson's family described him as a thoughtful, patient, and genuinely authentic person who loved his fiancée family and friends above all else in an online obituary. Johnson's 62-year-old aunt, Carrie Johnson, recently told Southwest News Service she believes Petgrave's actions on the ice were, quote, very reckless. We're just going to have to let it play out and see what happens, Carrie said. Whatever they decided, I would have had to live with it, but I'm just glad they're being diligent with doing what they're supposed to be doing. Petgrave received a standing ovation from the home fans in the Steelers' first game since the fatal incident. So, there you have the updated version. It's interesting that they're asking the public not to speculate, but, I mean, it's only fair to speculate that the arrest would be the only other person involved, right? So, I don't know. Just an interesting update on this tragic situation. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.